How's everyone doing? I'm back for the second part of my new Anchor Bay Collection showing videos, and in this video I'm going to be showing off my Anchor Bay VHSs. Now I don't really have a whole lot of Anchor Bay tapes, but I'm always on the lookout for new ones, and I'm always adding to the collection. But this is going to be a much shorter video than my last one because, like I said, I just don't have as many to show off. But I hope everybody enjoyed my last video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And the first two tapes I'm going to show off are the two Halloween VHSs that I have. And the first one I'm going to show off is this release. And this was actually the first VHS I ever saw Halloween on, was this tape right here. And this is probably one of the earlier Anchor Bay releases, probably the late 90s release. I believe this came out in, I want to say 97, 98 time, I believe, but this was the first VHS that I ever saw Halloween on, and ever since then it's always been my favorite movie, my favorite horror film. Now this next one is a restored collector's edition, which has the holographic cover. It changes from the jack-o'-lantern to Michael's face. And one thing that's kind of cool about this release is, let me try to get it out, it actually has a postcard of, Jamie Lee Curtis right here in front of the, in front of the car as Lori. And then on the back is, I slide it out for you guys. There you go. Very nice shot. And on the back it even says Halloween and the little Anchor Bay logo right down there. So yeah, pretty cool. Just a pretty cool little small, item that they added in. Just something cool. I love when VHSs and DVDs come with things like that. They add something else different besides just a booklet or something like that. And it's just something small. And I'm always surprised when VHSs have stuff like that, and it adds something new to a certain release. And this release also has the documentary Halloween Unmasked 2000, as well as a few TV spots. All right. Now the next one is Children of the Corn, and I kept this VHS because I love the original artwork. This is not, of course, the original tape, but this was the VHS tape cover that I remember. I remember my aunt had a copy of Children of the Corn. It was the Star Maker release, and I've always loved this image of, the cornfield right there with the big hand coming up with the axe, and then you can see, if you look closely, you can see the little children right there, holding axes, and if you look really close, their eyes are blue, but it's kind of too dark to see. But yeah, I've always really liked this version, or release of the film. Then up next we have one of the mini releases of Evil Dead on tape. This is just, a slip case. I do like this release. There's really not a whole lot on the cover going on, but I do like it because it has sort of a mystery to it. Like, instead of just showing, the classic scene of the hand coming up grabbing the girl, or the Deadites on the cover, you just see an image of Ash standing there with the axe and the shotgun with the cross right there. And for anyone who has not seen this movie, if they saw a cover like this, then they'd be wondering, wow, I wonder what this movie is about. Of course, on the back, though, it does show, shows that image on the back. But the front image, and even on the spine right here, there's actually the image of the girl being pulled down. But I always like this front because it's kind of a simple image, but it kind of gives sort of a mystery to the movie for people who haven't seen it. And I've always liked that. Alright, and now the last tape in this row right here is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. You guys know what I think about this movie. It's probably my least favorite in the series, but I also think it's underrated. I don't think it deserves to get as much hate as it gets, but at the same time I do understand why people don't like it. Alright, so now we're going to move down right here to my Anchor Bay clamshells. And the first one I'm going to show off is the Midnight Hour. Pull it out right here. I know it's a little bit dark, but yeah, there's the Midnight Hour. This is probably the rarest VHS, or one of the rarest VHSs that I own. I absolutely love this movie, and it's one movie that I really hope eventually gets a Blu-ray release or another release. Absolutely love that film. Okay, now the next one is another release of Evil Dead, but this is, of course, the clamshell. with the, again, the original artwork. And I love the image on the spine of, it's a scene at the end when the Deadites are all being killed off. I know you can't really see it very well, but it's a scene when the hand pops out of the Scotty. It pops out of his back at the end when all the Deadites, they start dying at the end. And I always love that. And the back is very cool as well. Trying to get it, there we go, get some light. There's that. And that. Next one is Evil Dead 2, and this is sort of the cartoon cover. I wish I had the original VHS. I actually used to have it, but I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if maybe the case got ruined somehow or something, but I used to have the original Anchor Bay clamshell with the image of the skull, the classic image, and I wish I had that. But I do like this artwork as well. It's just a cartoony-ish artwork, and it's over the top, but it fits the movie, I think. And on the back it has the image of, the scene of when the hand is grabbing Bruce's throat, which is not even in the actual, in this version. Alright, next we have Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. It's in kind of beat up shape, as you can see, and it has this image of all the, all the Michael standing over, which I like. I like that it's different. I would like the original, the tape with the original cover, but I do have the CBS Fox tape, which has the original artwork on it. But yeah, as you guys probably know, Halloween 4 is probably my favorite sequel in the series. And then there's the back. I really like these Anchor Bay clamshells. There's something so, I guess, sort of classic VHS style about them. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do. The next one is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Again, another collector's edition clamshell. Some images on the back. Up next is, got this in a package from David Koenig, aka A Fiend on Film. Highly recommend checking out his channel. I'll leave a link down below to David's channel if you guys want to check it out. But this is Shivers, David Cronenberg, and I love the green clamshell. I absolutely love that it's green. So yeah, there's a Shivers there. I love the artwork as well. Just a girl in the, bath of blood. I have not seen this movie, but I hope to sometime. Then we have one from the Hammer collection. It's the only one I own from the collection. It's Dracula, Prince of Darkness. With, of course, Christopher Lee. And again, I apologize for it being dark. It's just dark outside, and I have limited light. And now we have my newest one that I just picked up, Nosferatu. You guys saw me pick this up in my latest Blu-ray, DVD, VHS update. This was one of the tapes I got from all those VHSs I got from Goodwill, and yeah, really glad to have this movie. I've heard great things about it, and I'm actually really looking forward to checking this one out. There's the back. And the last one is the only non-horror Anchor Bay clam I have, Time Bandits. Have not seen this movie, but heard good things, so plan on checking it out. And anyway, guys, that is it. That's my entire Anchor Bay collection. Thanks everyone for watching. I know I don't have the biggest Anchor Bay collection, but I'm happy with what I have, and I'm always looking for other releases. And I know that Anchor Bay is not the company it used to be. I know it's not. I know they don't put out as many great editions and things like that. There are some exceptions, though, like, of course, the Halloween box set, that's an exception. But, even though they don't put out as much great stuff, I still love Anchor Bay. I love collecting the classic releases, like especially the Anchor Bay clamshells, because, they're sort of like, they remind me of the classic VHSs you would go and rent, and, back in the late 90s and early 2000s, Anchor Bay was probably one of the best companies for putting out horror films. And, they still put out some good stuff. I haven't picked up a whole lot of new stuff from them, but I do plan on it because there are some movies that they have put out that I'm looking forward to seeing. But yeah, I do. Like I said, I still love Anchor Bay despite them not being as amazing as they used to be. But I still think that they're a great company and they've put out so many great editions. But anyway, guys, thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Let me know what you think about all the tapes I showed off in this video. And like I said in my last video, I might be doing a top 5 favorite sort of Anchor Bay releases. I don't have a whole lot of releases, so I won't, you know, I won't really be showing off a whole lot of stuff. But I do plan on doing something like that. Doing a video talking about my favorite ones that they put out, and of course there are ones that I've owned. Like, there are so many other releases from Anchor Bay that I don't own that I won't be able to talk about, but I might do that. If you guys want to see a top 5 favorite Anchor Bay releases video from me, let me know, and if I get enough comments, then I'll do one. But anyway, guys, thanks everyone for watching, thanks to everyone for subscribing, and I hope everyone had a good weekend, and I'll see you all in the next video.